Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Herzig, Ed Zoller here. So we're just finishing up your home inspection. I'm here with Nick Korchik with Eagle Eye Home Inspection. So Nick, you just finished the inspection. What do you got for us?
Really nothing crazy as far as major issues go. I do have a handful of minor things I'd like to go over with you guys. And of course, once you receive the report in your email later tonight, you can always give me a call and I can go over everything if you have any questions regarding the issues I'm about to go over with you. So we'll start with the electrical panel. The electrical panel looks fine itself. All the breakers, except for one, there's an issue. The wiring all looks good in there. There's no indications of overheating or over double tap breakers or anything like that going on. There's one arc fault breaker, which is like our standard ground fault receptacles, which is a reset button, except it's in breaker form. One of them is not resetting. And what that means is typically we have a lot of lightning during the summertime here, and they're very sensitive. If they trip more than a couple times, they can stop working. Good thing is they're about $30, somewhere around that range, 20 to 30 bucks at Home Depot and Lowe's to have them replaced. You know, a handyman can take care of that. Electrician obviously is always recommended when touching electrical stuff, but it's such an easy thing that a handyman can take care of that. And they'd probably charge about 50 bucks to replace that. Next thing I have is the water heater has been replaced in 2008, so it is 9 years old. It looks okay, it's working okay. The thing is I have a couple stains under the top element that indicates that it may have leaked at one point and possibly sealed itself back up. So I wanted to point that out to you and just throw that out there. So you monitor that in the future so you don't have any issues.
Donna, after he's done, I'm going to shoot little videos, still 10-second clips, so I'm going to make this all one video for you. Okay, anyway.
Perfect. Another thing with the electrical panel is it's actually wired incorrectly. It's wired correctly in a sense that it's worked, but it's wired incorrectly to a sense that code is not proper, so I have to let you know about that. So it's wired with a unprotected Romex wire that technically should be, the water heater really should be wired into, hardwired I should say, into the electrical system. Being that it's 2004, it should, you know, when it was replaced, I'm sorry, being that the water heater is 2008, it should be replaced to 2008 building codes. Not the biggest issue in the world considering it's been
If you hit it with a shovel, you might get electrocuted, so we got to put some conduit pipe over it.
It's a protection issue,
Yep.
exactly. You'll see that in an inspection report and you'll get a better idea what's going on there. The right side garage door has wood trim on the outside of the door. This is one of the most common things we see in homes here. There is some wood rot where the base of the wood trim is. Pretty easy fix. Chop out the wood as much as possible and put some wood putty or fill it with foam. There's a lot of options for that, but it's a very, very minor issue that many people don't even pay attention to.
That's why they make latex paint.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The pool light is not functional. The spa light is functional. I believe it's just the pool light bulb that's bad and needs to be replaced. And around the pool, there are some paver stones that have sunk with rain and just settlement over time that pretty much just need to be raised a little bit and evened out so it's not a tripping hazard. You know, there's 3 areas around the pool which I took pictures of, and you'll see it's really not bad, but they can get bad or worse in the future.
You gotta tell them that because it's a tripping hazard.
Exactly. Last but not least, the pool alarms are all disconnected around the home. Reason being,
they're annoying.
Yeah, you can't leave any door or window open for more than 5 seconds to go outside to the pool. That's my phone. Sorry. Yes, you can turn them back on. Usually a 9-volt battery somewhere in one of the switches. It's really just a safety for children. Obviously, you know, drowning deaths down here for children are a very big thing. They do happen all the time. That's why we would like to let you know what's going on with them. Other than that, you can always install a pool fence to prevent that from happening.
And I wouldn't recommend that. It's these things, and if I open this door up for more than 3 seconds, it's going to go off and tweet in your ear, and it's really annoying.
Yes.
People set them off all the time. So when showing a home and leaving it empty, we always turn them off because it's just a pain.
It is.
Because you have to constantly hit that button.
Exactly. Last thing I have is the air conditioning system. Although the system is 4 years old, it's obviously in good shape. It's, there's no major concerns with it. This is actually a very common thing that we see happen. So what's going on is the temperatures are not proper that are being produced. Meaning the air entering the system and the air exiting the system, we're only getting about a 5-degree, 6-degree difference. It should be 15 or more, especially with a newer unit like that. So typically what we see is when they repipe the refrigerant pipe, they have to solder the 2 copper pieces back together. And a lot of times what happens is there's a pinhole leak that forms because they never really seal it properly. So within the 4 years that they installed it, it's gradually lost refrigerant over the years. And I believe that's exactly what's going on here. It's cooling, like I said, about 5 degrees. I think it's just low on coolant. I'm obviously not a licensed heating and air conditioning contractor, so I will have to recommend that you have one come out and check it. But just from experience of dealing with air conditionings every day, this is one of the most common things we see with especially newer units. It sounds like the compressor's running, everything's running properly. It's just not cooling properly.
So I have an AC guy, Donna, that'll come out. He'll put dye in the refrigerant, and he'll come back out 2 days later and look with his glasses to see where he sees it, and he'll solder it, and it's done. It's a pretty easy process, but
Yes.
I'm going to get the sellers to fix that because that's something they should fix in a house. All right.
Yeah, other than that, throughout the house, there's no moisture stains or mold issues, no issues with the roof. The pool's in great shape, the boat dock's in great shape, the seawall's in great shape.
The lift.
Yeah, the lifts, no issues with the lift whatsoever. Everything else is in really good shape. And like I said, once you get the report, go through it, and then of course give me a call if you have any questions with anything.
Okay. Thank you so much, Nick.
No problem.